could have been avoided if the regime had addressed rising living costs and implemented the National Dialogue Committee findings. You don't need dialogue. Dialogue is not required to assess public debt because the Auditor General's office has the same role. The attempt to usurp the Constitution by forming a task force on the subject as equally. We have received reports that the abductees have been tortured and injected with dangerous substances, which has turned them to a confused and zombies. Last year, 75 young Kenyans died in the peaceful maandamano protests against the Finance Act 2023. They too should not be forgotten. The sheer brutality unleashed by the Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, and his force is an attempt to silence Gen Z, was unacceptable and unforgivable. Wiper Democratic Movement demands that IG Koome and National Regional Commander Adamson Bungei resigns from office and accept responsibility of the death, and they should be jailed even. Injuries, hijacks, and abductions of hundreds of young people, some of whom remain unaccounted for. Wiper Democratic Movement also demands that the fallen heroes. In terms of the Gen Z revolution, it appears that Ruto lacks an understanding of public sentiment. Generation Z does not wish to engage in dialogue. They want action, and Wiper agrees. The current situation in Kenya could have been avoided if the regime had addressed rising living costs and implemented the National Dialogue Committee findings. You don't need dialogue. Dialogue is not required to assess public debt because the Auditor General's office.
Many dialogues so far. So, and really this dragging of feet. We don't want to be seen to be sanitizing a regime that has fallen flat on its own tummy. So we are not about to do that. And we are a democracy. And I'm happy that when he said demilitarize our streets, they moved the speed and removed them. So, in fact, I've had the general service people saying, thank the party leader, we have removed our boots, we are back to camp. So this is something. We need that spirit of freedom. But the thing that is very, very serious to us, apart from all this conversation the Secretary General Assembly read, is that yesterday I met with Mr. Okuya. Mr. Okuya is the president of the Kenya School of Law Students Association. He was abducted from his house in Ongata, Rongai, was taken round. Eventually, after 2 days, he was dumped near a river in Maragua in Murang'a. When I saw him yesterday, he was complaining of some stuff that was injected to his left arm. I think he has given a very detailed interview on his condition. We are recommending thorough medical examination, including blood tests and things, so we know. So this killer squad, this abduction squad must stop. Must stop. And this, of course, again, it goes back to the command structure of the police.